his permission.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I'll be your evaluating athletic trainer.
Nice. Anthony. Nice
Anthony,
to meet you,
nice
Rachel.
to meet you as well. So, what brings you in today?
I played football, played varsity football for 2 years,
Okay.
and recently, or not as recent, actually a month today, September 10th, I fractured my right fibula in my
Wow.
ankle, and I tore two ligaments in the same ankle. It was a spiral fracture. I landed wrong on my leg,
Yeah.
and so subsequently my foot was unstable,
Yeah.
and they decided that surgery was the best option. So I had surgery on the 24th.
24. Okay.
Yeah,
So it's been about.
24th or the 28th, one of those Mondays.
I think it's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, are you happy with the surgery?
Yes, I am. Everything went well.
Good.
A lot of pain, in the early stages that week. After surgery, I was on bed rest for a week, so I missed a week of school. Just sat at home, relaxed, kept my foot up. One of the major things they told me was about the swelling, so I was elevating it to bring the swelling down, icing it as much as I could. I had a thick splint on, so ice wasn't as effective, but it kind of helps sometimes, especially with the toes. My toes were out, so icing the toes, that helped with some of like the burning sensation I was getting
Yeah.
from the procedure.
Okay.
Yep.
So it sounds like early on you had a lot of pain, but you were able to take a week off,
Yes.
and then you relaxed. So you can see the benefit of that. Do you feel like your injury has kind of kept you away from school? Did that affect your grades or
Um,
anything?
well, I worked with my counselor and with my teachers. They were very understanding of the situation, and they gave me some time to catch up. I'm almost caught up now. I have one more math test to make up, and then I'll be caught up.
Okay, good.
But
So I'm
yes,
glad to hear
everything's on track. Yeah.
your teachers were understanding. What about your parents? How are they helping you?
My parents, both my mom and my dad, first they were very sorry. They really, they weren't sure, which direction to take or which opinion to take. They were just, worried about getting me healthy. And right now, they really, I'm doing therapy and everything towards a return. They're not really concerned about the return. They just want me to take my time, take everything slow
Yeah.
to make sure that I can get to 100% before I try and push myself. And then also for the surgery, I've gotten two different opinions. Yeah, the first doctor at Walter Reed. That's where my primary care is because my dad was in the military. So, um, sorry. So yes, with the first surgeon, he'd only been practicing about 3 years, and it sounded like when he broke down the procedure, he wanted to do something, that it wasn't concrete. It was
Okay.
like he was gonna get in and see what he wanted to do, and I wasn't comfortable with that, and neither were my parents.
Yeah.
So we said, okay, thank you, we'll think about it, and we had a day. It was gonna be Friday. That's when he was free. So we said, we'll take a day, and then that next day we went and saw my second. We went and got a second opinion,
Okay.
and that was Dr. Keeling.
Okay.
I forget where the practice is, but Chevy Chase, and he was really good. He explained everything. So what they did, they went in, did a small incision, and they put a metal plate, and some screws through to secure the ankle back in place. And so he was confident in that, and he said he's done it many times. So he laid everything out, timeline, and everything's been going, according to plan.
Good. So it
So-
seemed like you got two opinions. One was you weren't
Yeah.
very comfortable with because he was just gonna
Mhm.
kind of make a game plan once you got
Right.
in. And this one, he had a plan, you executed, and you had a successful surgery.
Yes.
Healing. Okay.
I'm healing every day.
Good. Good. So I know that you walked into the clinic. You had two crutches. Does it aggravate you when you walk on your foot?
Well, it's a yes and a no because probably the past 2 or 3 days I've been fine. Well, yesterday I did one crutch and I was good, But I think what happened last night, I didn't really sleep. So I got the staples out on Monday from the
Okay.
surgery, right? So I got the staples out Monday. So once they took the staples out, there were, the wound reopened.
Mhm.
So I had to be more careful with it. And when with the wound being reopened, I've been putting band-aids on it, to help because with the sock and the boot
Yeah.
and the friction, there's been pain there. So
Kinda
that's
like the rubbing?
yeah. So last night when I was sleeping, I turned on my side. It was actually my ankle was up against the sheet.
Mhm.
So and I was asleep like that. I didn't realize until I woke up that it might have irritated the cut a little bit.
I see.
So today I'm back on two crutches because it was a lot more pain getting around. Even with the band-aid, there was a lot more pain with the friction and the rubbing and the sock and everything because the cut was probably a little aggravating. Because
Okay.
that's what the nurse said as well.
Okay, so you went to go see the nurse and aggravated it. So I'm thinking a couple days on the crutch and then
Yeah.
kind of get back to the one
Right,
crutch
right,
when
right.
you're boot.
Just giving it a chance to heal, and then I'm sure that I'll be good because it's not much pain in the ankle itself.
Yeah.
It's just the cut.
Okay, good. So earlier you talked about how your parents want you to get back to 100% before you start thinking of other things. How do you feel about like your rehab process and where you're gonna go after you heal?
Well, I know it's a long rehab process. My doctor, she prescribed, I think, 3 months of physical therapy, and I'm doing that over at ATI. So with that, I'm gonna, get that done and talk to them, talk to you and the team, and see where things are. And once I'm feeling good, you guys are feeling good, I'd be, I'd be excited to try and, maybe work out with the team or, even if it's just like working out on my own, like weightlifting and things like that for the lower body that I'll be able to do again, clear to do again.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting. And then with college plans, I want to first focus on academics and getting into college based on that, and let football be, an underlying factor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Still have hopes of playing football and
yeah, that's the dream.
everything. Okay. That's something we can work towards. People that I've worked with before have had fractures and they return to sports, so I wouldn't say it's totally out of the way.
Right.
This is early stages, but each step that you progress, we can keep on kind of making more realistic goals in there. Okay. Aside from that, do you feel like you're getting all of the treatment you need from PT, AT?
Yeah, I do. It's going really well. You guys are great. Yeah.
How do you feel like your experience with the team and the coaches are now?
The team, well, that part's, it's tough. I know, I love the team. Team loves me. We mesh and everything. It's just with being hurt, it's never the same. Being out there with them, and I miss it a lot. So, and then especially most of the time when they're practicing, I'm doing my therapy. Like later today, I have to go do therapy, so I'm not really with them as much.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's not the bond is broken, but it's separated as of now.
You feel a little separated from your teammates because you're doing your rehab and you're not participating.
Yeah.
What are you doing to kind of fill that void that football provided you?
So filling the void with football, I've buckled down with schoolwork. This is my senior year, and I know it's important, especially the colleges. They're going to be checking back up, even though I've done pretty well my first 3 years. So going with senior year, they're going to check my grades with there as well to make sure they're making the right decision. So I've been working on my personal statement for them, so they can learn more about me. Working with my parents, meeting with different colleges. Colleges will come here, and I've been keeping up with that.
Okay, so you
Yes.
focus more on your academics. Good, good.
Never want to get down. Trying to stay positive.
Yeah, I think even without sports, you have a bright future. My interaction with you, I think that you're intelligent. You're great, so. just to summarize, we talked about kind of what you're doing now, focusing on school. In the beginning, we talked about how the first week you really just relaxed and kind of got through the pain, and now you're doing more walking. We talked about your interaction with your parents and your coaches and your teammates. And we kind of talked about the recovery process, 3 months out, and making realistic goals.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me aside from that?
Oh, you said you did see fractures before, like
Mhm.
ankle fractures similar to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they all went well.
I didn't say
Over
all. I
time.
said that
Okay.
there is potential to come back.
Okay.
It depends on how hard you work for it, and
I see.
if you meet those milestones. The key thing is early mobility, which your doctor prescribed,
Yeah.
like getting it moving, and then hitting those milestones every time, without letting it get stiff and getting your body kind of back to where it was before. But I think there's hope, so I don't want
Okay.
you to
Yeah, I'm
doubt
fine.
going back to
Yes.
football. And I'm just here to kind of help your PT, like keep you adherent to your program so you get daily exercise in. And I look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, that's it.
Thank you.
Mhm.